Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Ask NK. Today we have a wonderful announcement which has to do with the Blender market 25% off summer sale. Now this is like one of the best times in the year where you can actually save up some buck and get that particular add-on, that asset that you have been trying to get. Now if there's a tool set that you want to get, you can actually get this for 25%, and this is running all the way from today the 3rd up until August the 7th. Now if you want to get this, there's over 1,500 products that is available, and you can simply see that there is a whole lot. So what we're going to do today is to take a look at some of the things that you guys would definitely find interesting and also find very useful within your workflow. So we have gone through and created a couple of them, which some of them we've talked about on the channel, some of them we haven't, some of them you guys definitely need to try them out. And with that said, let's take a look at the very first one. The very first one which we're going to start with is Simply Cloth. So we've talked about Simply Cloth. This amazing tool is your one-stop solution for cutting, sewing, inflating, and doing all of these wonderful things that you would like to do with cloth directly in Blender. So you don't necessarily need to know all of the physics, all of those calculations. All you need to do is just get this plugin, do your cuts, sew them, apply simulation, and you would have exactly what you're looking for. Simply Cloth promises to create clothes fast and easy. And yes, of course, this is something that this tool actually does. The next one which we're going to take a look at is from the guys at Polygonic. So Polygonic also has a couple of assets that you would like to get. So if you're thinking about getting some high resolution cars, of course you can get them. They have this wonderful TRAFFIQ add-on that gives you a wide range of cool cars, also gives you some pretty cool TRAFFIQ tools that you might want to work with. They also do have a Botanic Library. Now this asset consists of several set of trees, including the coniferous, the deciduous plants, the shrubs, succulents, tropic, and so much more. So if you're looking for that one tree stop solution, now that it's 25% off, you can actually save up on the buck and get this. And this is not the only thing that they have, as they also have a water material for cycles and also a material library. Now if you're actually thinking about somewhere else where you can get something that you could place these cars in and get some proper render, if you're not comfortable with rendering, there is this amazing tool which we've already talked about on the channel before, which is from the guy called Andrew. So Andrew does have this pretty cool HDRI add-on which you can use to do so many stuff. You can create your own HDRIs, you can use the HDRIs that comes with it, and fun fact is you can actually use this HDRI and create some sort of overlaying background, and you can go through and merge whatever object that you've created directly in 3D and simply project the HDRI on top of it. This is something that would take you some time to get, but of course with an add-on like this, you don't need to bother about things like the displacement catcher, the water catcher, shadow catcher, and also projection. So this is extremely useful, and of course if you want to get any of this, you can go over to the link in the description and check them out. With this said, there are also some stuff that they also have, like the Extreme PBR material library, which contains over 1,100 materials for Blender, and this can be used alongside cycles. Something else that you can use alongside cycles is an amazing add-on from the guys at 3D Vision. So the guys at 3D Vision, they have a truckload of things that you will definitely want to get. Since there's a whole lot of things, you might just be confused of what to get, but don't worry, we got you. So we have a couple of them which you might actually want to check out first before you proceed to start working with some of them. One of them is the Pure Sky. So the Pure Sky is 100% procedural sky that you can use to generate things like blue and stormy sky, and you can also use this to get some very realistic or stylized looking skies. You can go through and make these things however you want. If you're looking forward to creating a realistic or even a stylized looking sky, then this tool should actually come in very handy. Something else that they also have directly here is the car rig. This is just one of the most perfect tools for rigging cars. If you're into cars, or probably you like, you know, creating all of those chase scenes and you don't want to spend so much time trying to rig individual cars, this would optimize and save your time. And one fun fact about this is you can navigate this across terrains and you can still have control over the entire rig. So if you would like to rig cars, you want to get into, you know, car rigging, and you don't want to spend time, you want to scale production, then of course you should consider checking the TRAFFIQ Pro. At the same time, they also have some very stylized stuff for anyone who likes stylized things like the fast dynamic paint, which you can use to simulate things like liquid, water, you know, stuff like that. And of course they still have the Pure Tone water shader, which is 100% procedural shading tool that you can use to shade water if you're into stylized stuff. Now, speaking about things that are non-stylized, Richard Traynor has a couple of true stuff. He has the true mass, true earth, true grass, true space, true rocks, and then a true terrain. If you're into landscape creation, you want to create things really fast, you want to be able to, you know, rapidly create landscape, you want to replicate water, you want to replicate things like snow, and you don't want to think about how to make this landscape look either fresh, wet, or age them, this add-on from Richard will actually get these things up and running. Of course, we did cover a full extensive video about that. I'm gonna put a link in the description where you guys can find it. At the same time, if you're thinking about how to get going with this, you should consider taking a look at this tool and see if it works for you. Things that you might also want to own include the Interior Essential Asset Library from the guys at Digital Architecture. Now, we talked about Digital Architecture. We said they have the free version and they also have this paid one. And of course, if you've tried out the free one and you think you like it, but then you don't have the amount to pay for the full version, the 25% discount is here. You might want to save up on that and get this tool right now. At this point, you'll be able to get over 360 models and 50 PBR materials. Of course, the library is growing over and over, and once you purchase any of these things that we've talked about, once there's an update, it's going to be a free update for anyone who is getting them. Speaking about things that are free and also someone that has lived up to his promises, we are talking about no other person than the amazing Chip Walters. Chip Walters, the creator of the Sculptors Toolbox Pro, is giving out so many stuff that he has directly on his Blender market for 25% off. You would not get this deal any other place, as he's giving out the Quick Shot, the Sketch Style add-on, the Iron Hubert, Steam K Pack, the definitively EEVEE material system, and so much more. And if you want to get the Sculptors 2, the free version, you can actually get this for $1, or you can go over to the Gumroad and get this for free. I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can find that. And before we actually jump over to something else that you guys would definitely want to find, right here there is something really awesome about the tools that you would get from Chip Walters. Chip Walters has these awesome looking set of things that are just geared to solving a particular problem. Take a look at the definitively EEVEE material system. These are not your regular procedural material system, as he has actually gone through and captured each of these materials, tiled them perfectly fine to suit what you want. And if you're looking for EEVEE materials that will make your work look photorealistic, this amazing definitively EEVEE material system is something that he has made, and you can actually come through and take a look at it. Something cool that you can also get from here is the Sculptors Pre-Pack 1, which is the Sculptors Smart Insert. And he has actually gone through to make this one even something cooler that you can use alongside with Sculptors. And of course, if you think that the Sculptors Pre-Pack 1 from Chip Walters are not enough, you can go to ADDON, as he is also giving out some lovely stuff. You can see right here he has the AB pack, which are also made for Sculptors, so you can use this alongside the Sculptors Pro. You can use this alongside Sculptors to start creating some pretty cool mechanical and hard surface looking stuff. And right here you would also notice within the shop that ADDON has a whole lot of things that he's giving out, but then there is actually something that is worth your money, and this is the shader bundle. Right here, when everyone is giving 25%, ADDON is giving 33% off everything on the shader. So instead of getting the random texture, getting the dot matrix, or maybe simply getting the ultimate screen, you got to spend a whole lot of money for this. He's putting everything together as one bundle, and at the same time he's giving you that for 33% off. And speaking about things that you would like to plug into your hard surface stuff, if you want to work with the Sculptors, or maybe you want to work with ADDON's stuff, we are also seeing that there is this lovely looking cable creator. It's called the CABLERATOR from ZBrush-Maya. ZBrush-Maya is giving out this, and you could literally see how easy it is to make cables. So if you've been one of those people asking how do you make cables, what do you do, then this tool is definitely going to come in extremely handy for you, as you can use this alongside your hard surface stuff and you can actually plug and play with this. And for those wondering about sculpting, Jim Morin is actually giving out his Sculptors Toolbox. Now with this, you would notice that you can have a huge set of sculpting tool brushes that you can use, and all of the sculpting tool brushes, they range from seamless skin packs all the way to the core brushes that you want. So you can choose across these and find which of these particular brushes works for you. And some other notable mentions include Alberto FX. Alberto FX has a couple of things that he's giving out, but something that you guys probably don't know is he's giving out 50% off, which is doubling what you get from the default Blender market sales. He's giving out 50% of the quad wrap tool, which you can use for retopology. So if you'd like to get this one, this discount runs all the way from now up until 5th of August, so you can literally come through and get this. The version that you have right now is version 1.2, and there is also a couple of updates that has been promised that will be coming over to the quad wrap really soon. Someone else that is also giving out some cool stuff is Oliver J. Post. We did talk about Oliver J. Post a few days ago, and Oliver J. Post is giving out the Smudger Pro. Smudger Pro is an amazing tool which you can use to add surface imperfection onto your model. And if you're also looking at getting some free nature pack, if you're also looking at getting some advanced water shading, of course you can come through and get this one. And for those wondering if they would also be able to get some explosion, yeah, Light Architect does have some explosive add-on, but right now it's not available for the 25%. Hopefully it's going to be available before it runs out, so I'm going to still put a link in the description so that you guys can check that. The scatter add-on as well, which we have also talked about in the channel, might end up also being 25% off, so simply keep an eye open for these as well. So this is definitely going to be about it. All of these add-ons are here for your useful pleasure, and all of these tool sets are also here for your useful pleasure. So the summer sale is here. Simply go over to the link in the description and download the tool that you think would make your life better. And if there's anyone which you think I should cover soon, please put that in the comment section. And for sure, if you would like to get even way more add-on updates, simply tell me which of them that you'd like me to talk about, and we will simply do justice to that. And of course, a huge shout out to all of the contributors of this Blender Market Summer Sale. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And if you're new here, it's going to be amazing for you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or the next update. And until I see you guys again with a tutorial update, Free Friday, Tutorial Tuesday, tips and tricks, things like this. Peace.